Hey everybody, it's that time again. Alright, this time we're doing Splinter Cell Conviction. So, what exactly is Splinter Cell Conviction? So Splinter Cell is like a series of games about stealth and super spy stuff, and you're like the spy and you go around doing spy stuff. And this kind of runs the gamut of everything from like planting bugs to sabotaging things to shooting out lights and essentially just killing lots of dudes. You do a lot of killing. Spies kill people. Call them murderers, really. They're professional murderers, right? He's an assassin. Well, it's not really an assassin like Assassin's Creed. It's Splinter Cell Conviction. So there's a story to this game. The story is, I'm not really sure. You just kind of, there's a lot of talking going on. And it's about like his daughter and some other guy and people going after him, and they want him because he's awesome, but then they kind of want him dead because he's awesome. They don't want him, like, when you're awesome you think that, well, if you're awesome you would like to remain awesome for as long as possible, but not the case. Because when you're awesome, there are a lot of other people who get jealous of you for being so awesome, so they kind of say, well, if I eliminate him, then I will be awesome. It's like this whole Snow White complex. So Splinter Cell is kind of like Snow White, right? Okay, so the cool thing about it, though, is that the way they tell the story, I mean, from what you've seen so far, they put the words on the levels. It's really, really fantastic. It seems like something so simplistic, and some people might argue that it's really heavy-handed, the way they do it, like pasting words everywhere, and it's like, oh my gosh, go here, go there, it's like super obvious. But to be honest, if you look at this is probably the most elegant tutorial I've seen in a game in recent history. It's very nice. It's seamless, and it's beautiful, and it doesn't interrupt the gameplay. Like, you can choose to ignore these things. It's not like a pop-up pops up in your face and tells you, hey, you need to move from here to there, or hey, you need to press this button now, or, you know, whatever. It kind of like stops you from doing what you're supposed to be doing. I guess pop-ups do. They do. There are pop-ups. I'm not saying there aren't pop-ups. I'm not saying that cinematics don't stop you from interacting with the story. But most of the time, this is a very unobtrusive way of getting the information to you. Okay, you see here I'm like talking, but he's just killing people the entire time. The thing he does is kill people. It's just, this isn't about spy work, it's about killing people. I mean, we all like to kill people, right? Okay. So the idea here too is that they use the story as a way to actually explain to you the mechanics of the game, to prepare you how to play the game. I mean, it's a great way to do it, to be honest. Like, I think The Witcher 2 apparently does it this way too. I haven't played that game yet, unfortunately. I really have to get my hands on that game. It's huge. I'm sorry, totally unrelated. Witcher 2, I really want that game. Okay, anyways. Splinter Cell. Okay, so this is the first few minutes of the game. It's going through all of the motions, showing you what to do, how to do it, how to effectively destroy people. It's just essentially what you're doing. Like I said, you kill people the entire time. It's all about killing, but it's awesome because you do it in such a fantastically elegant way that it makes it feel like you're not killing people, you're creating art. And I mean, even nicer is this whole like desaturation effect. I talked about it in the review. It's how the light changes the way you see the world. It's just very artistic, and it's very pretty. Okay, so that's the story. The story is espionage, and it's whatever, and it's killing people, and you're doing a bunch of stuff, and you want to find out where your daughter is because you're a good father. Excellent. Otherwise, you're killing people. In the meantime, you're killing people. You kill people because people are in your way in the way of you doing what you want to do. So they must die, and you must live. And by and large, you tend to live. I mean, everyone seems to die really, really easily. You just pull them out of buildings. If you watch, this guy's about to die, and to be honest, like, I can think about it. Well, is he going to die because he's scared out of his mind, the guy's jumping on his shoulders, or because Sam Fisher is so heavy, and his boots are so heavy they crush his bones? He's been pulverized. You can't tell because, you know, his skin is still intact, but his bones have been pulverized by Sam Fisher's boots. Okay, the cool thing is that this game gives you multiple avenues of approach for every single, no, not every single encounter, a lot of encounters, multiple avenues of approach. This time, like setting off car alarms, apparently it's supposed to get their attention, so I don't have to stealth my way into the back way without, you know, what is it? Sorry, I can stealth my way in by distracting them with car alarms. So that time, instead of going through the door, I set off car alarms and I hopped over the wall and I killed this guy. That guy. I like that. That's good. So the thing is too is the AI is predictable, but it makes sense. You know, I mean, they can't be that great. They can't. And if they were too great, it would be very difficult, very annoying. Sometimes, you know, Metal Gear Solid for other stealth-based games, it's very annoying when people know exactly where you are. At the same time, it's a little unrealistic to have them not know where you are at all. Okay. Of course, this wouldn't be nearly as fun if you didn't have, like, lots of guns, right? Because your job is to kill people, and primarily you think you kill people with guns. Like, he can kill people with his hands if you... I mean, you notice, I actually prefer it. It's very satisfying to just go around and busting people up with hands and doing all these stealth kills. But they give you a crap load of weapons, and I talked about this a little bit, but the thing is, like, 90%, and 90% means about 8, I think, of these weapons don't go totally unused because they're not suppressed. You can't get through a level with an unsuppressed weapon successfully, so to speak. And there is a weapon here, a gun, one of the sidearms here, where once you upgrade it, it gives you like 5 execution marks. It's suppressed. It's got like a 20-round clip, and to boot, it has unlimited ammunition. 20-round clips, but unlimited ammunition. And even the biggest rifles only have 30-round clips. Anyways, so here's where I prove it to you. I'm using a SCAR, which is the assault rifle, and the assault rifle has a scope on it, and it's awesome. It's apparently the best gun in the game. It's got the highest stats for range, lethality, and rate of fire, or animal capacity reload. I don't know. There's like 3 stats for each gun. Whatever. Either way, once I fire it, everybody knows where I am, and it pretty much makes it impossible to win. I can run around all day long, and that's usually what I try to do. You saw me, I just died that first time. Try it again. Shoot this guy in the head, shoot that guy in the head, try to shoot everybody in the head, because, you know, you got a scope, shoot people in the head, that's what the scope is for. Use a scope to shoot people in the head. If you can't do that, then you're pretty much going to lose. And the problem is that it's impossible, because not all the dudes are out there for you to shoot, until like, things really get started. So, if you go around stealthing your way through it, you can actually eliminate every single person without much, not much effort, but like with less fanfare and with less obstacles. It's actually easier to do it with stealth than it is to do it guns blazing. But the problem is they give you like 90%, 8 guns that are basically full-on guns blazing. It's just, I guess it's nice to have options, but like options you never use, it's a little disappointing. Okay. So this next section is where you see you see the power of this last known position system, basically. You can see me running around, and I leave these ghost images of myself as I run around this building. And this actually is an indicator of where the enemies think you are. It's kind of cool. It actually looks really fun too. You run around, and basically you can anticipate where they think you'll be, so that you can flank them and sneak up on them and basically snap their necks. Is that, I guess these I'm just trying to talk here, basically. The thing is too is that the sidearms are totally competent weapons. They take out dudes just as quickly as the assault rifle. You saw me when I was using the SCAR. It's like 3 shots to the head and they die. Okay, great, awesome. I could do the same thing with a sidearm and a semi-automatic, and there's really no drawbacks to it at all. So the inclusion of these really powerful guns that look really cool, and they do add something to the game, it seems kind of unnecessary. Like they could have spent that time making the game a bit longer or something like that. I mean, you can see here that I am holding this spot with just my pistol. Unfortunately, I die, but the fact that I could do it in itself is like a testament to this kind of wacky choice to implement this mechanic. So basically, that's the only real problem I had with Conviction. Otherwise, it was a great game and really fun, and like I said, the satisfaction you get from shooting guys in the face, it's kind of unparalleled. It's a really great game, and if you have a chance to pick it up, it's only about $20 now, and I would say go for it. Well, if you want to know more, just check out my blog, MediocreCodex.com. Thanks.